What kind, boy?
We got no-go zones, Cape Flats, gangs on the wall. Let's check this shit out, boy. Cape Flats crazy, boy.
Welcome to the Cape Flats, a place known for its natural beauty, rich history, and vibrant culture, but also its darker side. Today, these areas are carved into territories controlled by notorious gangs that control these streets. For residents, stepping into the wrong neighborhood can mean risking their lives. Despite efforts by law enforcement and community leaders, the Cape Flats remain in the grip of gang violence.
The attacks are becoming too frequent.
This latest violent attack on the police has again shown just how ruthless.
Here, crime syndicates hijack a car every 54 minutes.
The gang opened fire on police with automatic rifles and pistols.
Cape Town and South Africa has a dark history. I'm sure by now you all know about apartheid, but if you've never heard about it, basically this was a period in which people of color or communities deemed non-white were treated terribly, and many were ripped out of their homes and relocated to new designated black-only areas outside of Cape Town known as the Cape Flats. It has now been 100 years since the establishment of the Group Areas Act, and the ramifications of this act are still very plain to see. Despite South Africa now being a democracy and run by a party of color.
We've been that for 30 years, boy. We, on some real shit, we're one of the youngest countries, like, say, on some.
The Cape Flats, a sprawling, densely populated area, was a product of apartheid-era forced removals. Communities were uprooted and placed here, away from the city's wealth and opportunities. Decades later, the legacy of inequality remains, fueling poverty, unemployment, and tragically, crime. Mitchell's Plain, one of the largest townships in the Cape Flats, was once envisioned as a safe haven for the working class. It's estimated that there are over 130 gangs operating in the Cape Flats, with names like the Americans, the Hard Livings, and the Mongrels, striking fear into residents.
I'm proud to be American.
Crimes here range from petty theft to organized syndicate activities, and their battles often spill into the streets, endangering everyone. The gang culture in the Cape Flats is deeply rooted. For many young men, joining a gang seems like the only option in the face of poverty and lack of opportunity. But with gangs comes violence. Turf wars are common, and innocent bystanders are frequently caught in the crossfire.
During the circumstances in Menenberg, it's not right. This place is terrible, it's terrifying.
And the way I grow up in violence, crime, it's really not on. Our children getting killed each and every day. Can't go to school, schools are closing. Friends, close friends, relatives getting shot daily with guns. People don't even want to come visit me just because I stay in Menenberg. The area where I stay in is very difficult. I can't even explain it in many words.
They call the place Lavendale, but I call it the maximum security prison. I see the warders come every 1 hour. If they can put a roof over Lavendale, then it is a prison.
The Cape Flats have been dubbed the narcos suburbs. The drugs trade is everywhere here. It's the main employer. It can put food on the table when no one else will. And according to a recent report, the police are as complicit in this drugs economy as the gangs themselves.
Everywhere shootings, you see, but Lavendale is the populous place. You can ask the kids here. They can't play that side and that side, they just play here because the gangsters can shoot anytime.
They call it the Kill Me Quick Town because here you die quickly. Especially when you see a shooting, someone's dead, you get killed very quickly.
So you get killed for just witnessing it?
Yeah, you get killed by just witnessing something.
Late. And we can't even come out and buy bread or whatever. You can't buy nothing here because you must first watch where's the people standing.
You don't know if you go to school, if you're gonna live, or when you come back, you're gonna live. You don't know what's going to happen.
Unemployment in Menenberg is alarmingly high, and many young people are drawn into gang culture as a means of survival. Schools have become battlegrounds, with classes interrupted by gang-related shootings. These gangs continue to grow daily as new young recruits are joining daily.
I seen a video on TikTok of the motherfuckers having a shootout on a playground, boy. How crazy that is.
Let's go.
Hanover Park is
jumping over the fucking Alex.
Hanover Park is infamous for its high murder rate and rampant drug and alcohol abuse. Many residents describe it as a living hell.
Forced to decide between concentration camp or war zone, residents of Manenberg try and enjoy some semblance of a normal life, fetching their kids from school, visiting neighbors, and enjoying the weak winter sunshine. They know at any moment this peace could be shattered by the crack of gunshots fired indiscriminately from a gangster's gun.
We hardly ever go to somebody that's died of old age, or of cancer, or of diabetes or something.
Joining a gang is a way of surviving in the Cape Flats, but for many it's also appealing financially. Most of these men are unemployed. Only gangsters can afford the best cars and the latest clothes. Much of their money comes from drugs, especially Tick, a local name for crystal meth.
That is the reality of the whole thing, drugs. Because of drugs is destroying a lot of people. Drugs destroy people in different ways.
One cannot enter Manenberg as a journalist without permission from the ruling gangs. We were given permission to film the dark side of Manenberg.
It's believed at least 30 gangs operate in the city, including the Americans, the 28s, the Dixie Boys, the Sexy Boys, and the Junkie Funky Kids.
The key issue in South Africa in terms of the murder rate has been the influx of high-powered firearms into Cape Town.
Many of these guns aren't coming from criminal networks, but from the police. In 2016, Chris Prinsloo, a former police colonel, pleaded guilty to selling 2,400 guns to an arms dealer who sold them on to gangsters.
God damn.
Do you know how many police that we have? Do you know how many police that we have that bring us guns, bring us bullets, everything?
The police brings you weapons.
The police!
They have nothing to give us guns. They steal it by the police station. They take his own gun and they give it for us for money, and they told the by the police station they were robbed with a gun, but we got a gun.
Graffiti exhibits portraying gangster life are prominent in Manenberg.
I'm 25. I'm a gangster for life.
This gang member says he has no choice but to become a gangster.
You see every day I scarreling so in the rest not right. I must, if you don't have work, you must shoot every day. The other brother say you must come now, because the people gonna shoot now.
As gang members seek to protect their turf, drugs give rise to conflict. These men are often forced to use violence to justify their place in the gang.
What I do in my territory is with fighting, guns, knives, anything we can get, any weapons at shop also.
No, today nothing is for free today. I rather sell myself as to give it away for free. That I won't do. I rather make from this thing benefit, because this is what God gives to me, because there's no job. Who's gonna give you a job? Not even a one rand person give you here for free.
These gangs also have relationships with prostitutes. Time to take the road to a destination that promises a new form of income. West Coast Road. As the number of addicts rises, so does the number of these women on the streets. And her young competitors are willing to do anything their clients want for a smaller amount of money.
The cheaper you become, the more weak you become on the road, and the more weaker the clients become on us girls that don't charge so little. I fight men, I fight females, and I secure myself.
Giving them our services from Sweat, condoms, lubricants, and listen to their stories about anything that they're facing, any challenges that they're facing, take out what they have been experiencing. And we love doing that, so that's what we're all about when we're out here. Okay, it's mostly dangerous because we get clients that are high sometimes. Maybe they are drunk, and clients maybe who don't even have money, and they'll just have sex with them and be beaten up or be even told that I'm not even going to pay you.
Damn, just end the video like that, boy. Crazy. Shout out to those who for the video, boy.